Iran is currently engulfed in widespread protests. Citizens across the nation are expressing deep dissatisfaction with the regime. This unrest is fueled by a complex interplay of economic turmoil, restrictive social policies, and a profound demand for greater freedoms. Waves of demonstrations continue to sweep through cities and towns. Many observers now believe Iran stands on the brink of a potential revolution. The collective voice of its people is growing louder, signaling a pivotal moment in the nation's history. The Iranian protests stem from a wide range of deeply felt grievances. These issues touch every aspect of daily life, from economic survival to fundamental human rights. The cumulative effect has created an environment ripe for significant change. A struggling economy lies at the heart of much public anger. Years of international sanctions and internal mismanagement have left countless citizens struggling to make ends meet. This economic pressure is a constant source of frustration. Inflation rates have soared dramatically, making everyday goods increasingly unaffordable for the average family. The cost of living continues to rise, eroding the purchasing power of wages and savings. Many find themselves trapped in a cycle of financial insecurity. Unemployment remains a significant challenge, particularly for young people. A lack of opportunities forces many to confront a bleak economic future. This widespread joblessness contributes to a sense of hopelessness and resentment. Widespread corruption among government officials further erodes public trust. Citizens witness illicit enrichment while their own struggles intensify. This perceived injustice fuels anger and a desire for accountability. The feeling of being sidelined by a corrupt system is pervasive. Many believe that resources are mismanaged or diverted for personal gain. This deep-seated frustration contributes significantly to the current unrest. Activism has surged around women's rights, becoming a powerful force in the protest movement. The tragic death of Mahsa Amini in police custody ignited a national outcry. Her case became a symbol of systemic oppression. Demands for reforms in laws that restrict women's freedoms have galvanized protest movements. Women are at the forefront, bravely challenging mandatory dress codes and other discriminatory regulations. Their courage inspires many. Citizens are also calling for an end to censorship and the repression of dissenting voices. The right to speak freely without fear of retribution is a fundamental demand. People yearn for an open society where ideas can be exchanged without consequence. The current regime's tight control over information and public discourse is widely resented. People seek the ability to express their opinions, beliefs, and criticisms openly. This desire for freedom of expression is a core tenet of the protests. The cumulative effect of these protests, exacerbated by both internal and external pressures, suggests a significant shift. Iranians may indeed be moving closer to a revolutionary moment. The current climate feels different from past periods of unrest. Organizers believe that now is the time to ignite substantial change. This movement is driven not only by economic dissatisfaction, but also by a collective call for profound political reform. The desire for a new direction is palpable. One striking aspect of the current protests is their unified nature. Iranians from diverse backgrounds are joining hands in solidarity. Students, workers, and marginalized communities are standing together, transcending traditional divides. This broad-based unity strengthens the movement's resolve. It demonstrates a shared vision for a different future, uniting people across various social strata. The collective power of these diverse groups is immense. Social media platforms are being utilized effectively to organize and spread information in real time. This digital mobilization allows protests to grow rapidly in both scope and scale. It bypasses traditional media censorship. The ability to communicate and coordinate instantly has been crucial. It enables rapid responses to events and helps maintain momentum. social media acts as a vital lifeline for activists and ordinary citizens alike. The recent capture of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro resonates deeply with many Iranians. It marks a potential turning point in the global fight against oppressive regimes. This event offers a powerful message of hope. For many, Maduro's downfall serves as a beacon. It suggests that even entrenched authoritarian leaders can be held accountable for their actions. This encourages citizens to persevere in their own struggles for freedom. Maduro's downfall illustrates a crucial point: no regime is invincible. This powerful message empowers protesters in Iran. It allows them to envision a similar fate for their own leadership, no matter how entrenched it seems. The idea that change is possible, even against formidable odds, is a potent motivator. It reinforces the belief that sustained pressure can eventually lead to the collapse of oppressive systems. This hope fuels their determination. The shifting tide in Latin America could inspire greater global support for protests in Iran. It emphasizes a growing international unity against oppressive governance. The world is increasingly recognizing the universal demand for human rights. Such global solidarity can provide moral and practical support to Iranian activists. It sends a clear message that their struggle is not isolated. International attention can also exert pressure on the Iranian regime. Despite the uncertain and often tumultuous circumstances, many Iranians hold on to hope for a better future. Their resilience in the face of adversity is remarkable. This hope is a powerful driving force. Public sentiment clearly shows a growing desire for fundamental change. This echoes sentiments that have sparked revolutions in other nations throughout history. The yearning for a different path is undeniable. Young people in Iran are at the forefront of these protests. They are actively shaping the future of their country. Their energy and determination are a powerful testament to the pursuit of justice and reform. This youth engagement is critical for any lasting change. They represent a generation unwilling to accept the status quo. Their resilience and courage inspire the entire movement. The demands for democratic reforms can pave the way for a more open, just, and equitable society. Citizens are calling for a system where their voices are heard and respected. This vision drives their actions. Such reforms would ensure that citizens have a genuine voice in their governance. It would move Iran towards a future where human rights are upheld and opportunities are accessible to all. This is the ultimate goal. As calls for reform gain momentum, questions naturally arise about the future role of Islam in Iran. The current protests have a dual nature. They challenge both the political regime and its interpretation of religious governance. This movement is not simply about politics, it also questions the very foundation of theocratic rule. The relationship between faith and state is under intense scrutiny. People are seeking a new balance. Citizens may seek a more progressive interpretation of Islam that aligns with global human rights standards. This would involve balancing their cultural values with democratic principles. A modern approach to faith and governance is desired. This re-evaluation could lead to a more inclusive and tolerant society. It would allow for diverse religious and non-religious perspectives to coexist peacefully. The current rigid interpretation is being challenged. A shift towards secularism could also emerge, redefining the relationship between religion and state. This would offer room for pluralism in a diverse society. The separation of religious and governmental authority is a growing aspiration. Such a move would allow for greater individual freedoms and a more representative government. It would ensure that all citizens, regardless of their beliefs, are treated equally under the law. This is a profound potential transformation. The ongoing protests in Iran signify a pivotal moment in the nation's history. Citizens are rallying against economic hardships, social injustices, and authoritarian governance. They are closer than ever to igniting comprehensive change. The capture of Nicolás Maduro serves as a powerful reminder of the potential for accountability in oppressive regimes. It inspires hope that the Iranian struggle for freedom and democracy may also yield a brighter future. The world watches as Iran stands at a crossroads. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to keep others informed about the world around us.